friends of social media influencers, what is it like? I know a wannabe influencer. She will reply to her own posts from her husband's account praising herself. Then she will reply to those posts as herself thanking him. It's hilarious, like Inception for Facebook. I was with a guy at Coachella. He has a pretty good following on Instagram. He posted something while we were watching a concert and could not look away from his phone. I asked him when he'd eventually put his phone away, and he said he would when he got over 1,000 likes. I couldn't believe it. I have a neighbor who is an influencer. She uses her kids and the behind the scenes is nothing like the happy pictures. She screams at them to smile, and on one occasion said, "I don't give a fuck if you don't like the fucking juice. Just pretend and smile. It's all fake, and I hate it." My cousin is a moderately successful Instagram model and she absolutely hates it. She hates her fans, finds them all cringy and pathetic, hates the drama, and how PC it all is. In real life, she's very conservative/traditional. Only does it because it's the only way she can make money. She dropped out of school, and endorsing products and taking pictures of herself is the only way she knows how to pay rent. In real life, she's basically the complete opposite of the happy bubbly ditzy girl she plays online, and we often laugh over some of the messages she receives, including proposals and women angry that their sons/husbands are following her. Exactly as fake and staged as you imagine it to be, the on-camera moments are completely non-genuine. It is, in the end, just an acting/modeling job and not their real personality. It's annoying as fuck. One of my buddies is constantly filming everything we do and posting it. It's to the point where people walk up to me on the street and ask me about him because they've seen me in his posts. I have no idea who they are. It dominates everything he does and has severely impacted his personal relationships. He can't keep a girlfriend, and it's clearly related to this obsession of his. He does occasionally get some cool stuff out of it though. After pretty much kicking him out of my life because I do not want to be continually posted online, we've come to the understanding that when he's about to take a pic or video, he hands me the phone so I'm not in the shot. Works okay for me. My cousin is a wannabe influencer. She kept denying family photos at a birthday party, so her mom told her to just not be in the pictures anymore. LMAO, idiot got a reality check. She hasn't come to anything I've invited her to in 5 years because she only goes to events that further her business. Regularly says things like, "We are all using each other for something." Sometimes she texts me the same exact thing word for word over a couple of days, and it's obvious she just copy/pastes the same thing and sends it to all of us and then forgets who she has sent it to. She still reaches out to me multiple times a year and claims I'm one of her best friends, but it sure doesn't feel like it. I've told her as much, but she just says, "This is my life now. My business comes first, and if you can't accept that, then I guess you're not a real friend." Friends with a high-profile athlete who is pretty popular on Insta. He is always on the phone, never leaves in the moment. If we are doing anything fun, well, it basically didn't happen unless the world knows about it. It's just annoying. I can't imagine living for the approval or satisfaction of others. I worked with YouTube influencers in my last job with an agency that paired sponsors with these celebrities. I basically did the grunt work, like ensuring hotel/plane tickets, getting coffee, running errands, and meeting with the talent to ensure they were where they needed to be. For instance, events, conferences, trade shows, parties, or whatever. Over time you make friends with others who are in those positions, especially when you're running errands for some entitled pseudo celebrity. The nicest YouTubers were the animators, always calm and understanding. The worst were the family vloggers. I've met all the big ones, and I never met one that wasn't a completely different person off camera. The kids are always spoiled and no one disciplines them, so they are running around breaking things or acting like idiots, and no one can yell at them lest their influencer parents find out. Close second is makeup YouTubers. I dated one. Not super popular, but followers in the 100,000 range last time we spoke. I remember a lot of getting ignored and only receiving nice gifts/acts of kindness when they could post about it. Asking me to go to nice places they didn't drive, only to leave me on a bench somewhere while they took pictures. Huge strain on the relationship, especially when they started to get bigger and there was more demand for content. Sad. In the beginning, they started because they got offers from brands, because they were so popular on Instagram, and it was a lot of fun for them. Now they don't ever post pictures or videos without a filter. Rarely ever like a picture on the first try, and don't you dare post any pictures of them without getting their approval for it. Imagine trying to get a group picture with all of your friends for your birthday, but having you take almost 100 shots to get one that your influencer friend is happy with. Also, in the beginning I would like and comment on all of their posts, but now that's not enough. They expect me to message it others, share it on my stories and my page, something about new rhythms, and likes not being important anymore. I hate posting stuff to my page, but I do it anyway to be supportive. It is so tiring. They do get free things sometimes though, that they sometimes share with me. Not worth it in my opinion. I post travel photos and have about 200 followers, 200, not 2000 or higher. My friend somehow thought that was influencer status and decided to copy me, except she quit her job so she could travel more and grow her own brand. In 2020, she lost her apartment, her car, and still hasn't found a job, but calls herself a professional influencer all the same. Awful. One of my best friends fell real hard into Instagram, and for a few years it was tolerable and understandable, albeit annoying and strange. Everything needed to be documented in specific ways, so lots and lots of photos, even if it took away from the moment. But the strange part was how, when she'd share things, the captions always told a slightly different story than what actually happened. Like just off enough for me and my other friends to say, huh, that has a weird quality to it. Fast forward a couple years, and she gets engaged. Boom. This was the catalyst for the worst of the influencer mentality to come out. I was in the bridal party, and it was a nightmare. No gratitude, just demands. Demands for expensive trips and expensive parties and all kinds of things that were above and beyond the means of her closest friends. And all the demands were because she had a following and had certain expectations to meet. I sold my place to one a while ago. One of those newly green, sustainable, body positivity types. Pretty much everything about what this person projects as her social media image is fake as it turned out. It was quite a sobering experience. Pretty mundane, honestly. My friend is conventionally attractive, and if you look at her social media, you'd think she were a supermodel millionaire who goes on tons of trips. She's actually chronically unemployed and has an income of less than $10,000 per year. Her boyfriend makes about $60,000 per year, which is enough to afford them a very nice 3.5 bedroom apartment, and she has tons of props she uses to make each room look different from day to day, so it seems like she's always in a new exotic place. They take 2 trips a year to fun, tropical places, in which she takes many photos and posts them as different places throughout the year. She's a very kind, considerate, sparkling personality, but whenever we hang out, I tend to be a shoulder to cry on as she laments about her lack of success in life. It's quite sad, honestly, but with her creativity and personality, I think she'll achieve her dreams eventually. I went on a date with one, and it was just frustrating. Pleasant enough girl, but she was on her phone a lot. I had sympathy, since it's her job, but I felt ignored a lot of the time we were together. Sad. You watch them slowly mentally degrade. Always ends in full-blown NPD or them having literally zero self-confidence. Their goal is to meet artificial metrics in terms of likes/views/follows. For a lot of them, that's their definition of success/goal in life, and if they are not hitting it, they have failed as people in their minds. So they go one of 2 routes. Number 1 is thinking that they are really not good enough and don't deserve to be liked, which leads to a total lack of confidence and them becoming a shell of the person they were. Number 2 is narcissism, where they come to the conclusion that they are the best person ever and no one else knows what they are talking about, and every single flaw fault or mistake they have made is someone else's fault. Not a friend of an influencer, but I'm an influencer, I guess. I have 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. It was so much fun to start with, but now all I feel is constant pressure. If I make one mistake, I could lose everything I've spent years building. I'm never sure whether new friends like me for me or because they want clout. Even though my content is focused on true crime and not me, having that many people watch you and comment on your appearance, the way you talk, etc. can really fuck you up. Completely distorts your idea of self if you don't find ways to step back. Having non-social media friends really helps bring you back to earth and trying to treat it as a typically 9 to 5. My sister is an influencer and honestly, it hasn't changed her. Most people don't change if they are truly passionate for something. Most of time they are just happier. For my sister it was makeup, and now she's really happy. Those who change aren't doing something because it's what they want anymore. It's what the consumer want. So just remember this, don't let anyone change who you are. Thanks for watching the video. For more content like this, please subscribe, like, and share the video and push the notification button.